attorney Michelle Berry, family law attorney here in the Orlando area. And hi, Michelle. How are you today?
I am great. Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being on Olsen on Law. And as always, we appreciate your family law advice. And Michelle, we received a email from one of our loyal listeners this past week, and the email went like this. I am needing to start a divorce process, but I would like some advice on what you suggest and what a best plan of action would be because we're approaching the holidays.
Yeah, that's becoming a common issue right now because the holidays are approaching. And usually when I get a call, and I just had a call like this last week from somebody who is contemplating a dissolution of marriage, and they have an 8-year-old child. And I have told folks if they are actually looking at a divorce this time of year, to take their cues from their children because they're the ones that are going to be the most affected by a split right before Christmas. In some cases, the children are very aware that the parents are at odds with each other, and sometimes that can actually be a relief. And in those cases, I say, go ahead and file, and if everything can be worked out, there's a possibility that the divorce could even be finalized by the holidays. But if it's a case where it's going to be very highly contested and there's going to be a lot of arguments, or sometimes even when there's no children involved, those are best to just wait until the new year and start fresh. But if it's been building up over the holidays and getting closer as the year has been going on, then it's better to just relieve that tension and that pressure before the holidays get here with all the additional stress that's sometimes involved.
Well, Michelle, I think that's great advice. Thank you. And I think that we know, too, that especially in the situation where families that have children, those children are very intuitive, and taking the cues from the children is, I think, some of the best advice I've ever heard.
It's definitely something to consider because the best interests of the children are usually what govern and control divorce cases. That's the first thing that the court looks at is how are the minors being treated in the situation because they really have no say in it. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, a lot of children, when they get older, have come forward and said, we'd much rather have one happy parent than two miserable ones. Mm-hmm. And on the mercenary side of it, kids figure out very quickly that when parents are split up, that they get two of everything. So you end up with children going, wait a minit, I get 2 birthdays, 2 holidays, 2 Christmases. It works out very well in that case.
They're probably like, wait, this isn't too bad of a deal after all.
No. And something I found out, too, recently, that same individual I spoke to said that children nowadays are actually being informed in school that when their parents are divorcing, that it's not their fault, that the parents still love them. It's not anything that the parents or the children did. So, which is really helpful. So a lot of kids nowadays are very much ahead of the game, and they're just waiting for their parents to go ahead and make the decision.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle. Great advice. And Michelle, tell the listeners how they can get in touch with you.
Best way to contact me is at my law office in Longwood, and my phone number there is 407-622-4529. Or you can reach me by email by going to my website at mbarrylaw.com, and my email address is michelle@mbarrylaw.com, and that's michelle@mbarrylaw.com. Look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Michelle. Really appreciate it. And once again, too, I know for listeners, if you didn't get that contact information, you can also go to our website at Lawtube.com, and we have the Michelle's information and videos there. Thanks again, Michelle.